Alright, problem number 21. It says Clarissa needs a $2,500 loan or $2,500 loan in order to buy a car. Which loan option would allow her to pay the least amount of interest? So she wants to pay the least amount. That means the smallest amount of interest she can pay. So it has four different options here. In this particular problem, there's no way to get around it. We are going to have to use the simple interest formula to determine the amount of interest that's going to be paid on each one of these loans. Once we check all four, then we can pick the correct answer, and that's going to be the one with the smallest number. So first of all, we need to look for our simple interest equation. So if we go down here, since it said it was simple interest, we're going to be using this equation that says simple interest, and it's I equals PRT. With that being said, I'm going to write that equation down. I equals PRT. Keep in mind that the P is the principal amount. That's $2,500. It's going to be the same for all loans. The R is the rate. Each loan is going to have a different rate according to what I'm seeing right here. That's a rate, that's a rate, that's a rate, and this one's a rate. And then the time is how long the loan is. And there's going to be differences there too. They're all different. We have an 18-month. That's going to be T. 30. That's going to be T. 24. And 36. So now that we know what our time intervals are, what our rates are, and what our principal is, we can check each one of these. So I'm just going to rewrite them down as we do it. So A, I'm going to put A is going to be the principal, 2,500, times, I'm going to put it in parentheses, my rate, which is 0.475. And remember, before we can use that rate, it must be converted. So if I go ahead and go to my calculate on my calculator, I can go ahead and put in 4.5, hit my question mark button, bring up my percent symbol, hit enter, and it tells me that's 0.045. So my rate is going to be 0.045. And then times my time, which is 18 months. So times 18 equals. And at this point, I'm just going to set up each one of these real quick. And then I'll put them all in my calculator and check them. The next one is 4.00. Well, if I'm looking at that, on the first one I put 0.45. Almost forgot it was 4.75. So 4.75. And then we put a percent symbol. We'll correct that real quick. So 0.0475. 0.0475. Then the next one, if that was 0.0475, 4.00 would just be 0.040. The time on that one was 30 months. C is 2,500 times a rate of 4.25. So it's going to be 0.0425 times 24 months. And the next one is going to be 2,500. It's going to be D times 0.0450 times 36 months. Now we have all four equations. So once we get our answers, we're going to know exactly which one is going to be the smallest amount. So let's go ahead and start doing them. So if I put my calculator right here, we have 2,500. And I'm just going to use my parentheses around it. Put another set of parentheses. I'm going to put 0.0475. Another set of parentheses and 18. Hit enter. So the first one is going to cost us $2,137. So $2,137.50. So for the next one, instead of me retyping all this stuff in, if you notice, I just hit the up button to go back up to it. I'm going to hit enter because the only thing that's changing is the time and the interest rate. So I'm going to change that 18 to a 30. And I'm going to change my interest rate, that 475 on this one, to just 040. Hit enter. It's going to cost her $3,000. The next one, I'm going to do the same thing. Just go up so I can change it. And for the time, it's going to change to 24 months. For the interest rate, it's going to change to 0.0425. So we're going to put a 25 in there. Hit enter. 2,550. And then the last one, if I go up to it, I'm going to change it to 36 months. And interest rate will be 0.0450. And that one's going to cost her $4,050. So out of all four of these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, the smallest amount is $2,137.50. And that's going to be option A. So yes, this question, it's a lot of work. You have to do all four of them, but we were able to find the correct answer, and it is A.